All right, I'm going to do a little demo, mainly for my dad here. He wanted to check out my guitar. I just got it. This is my first guitar. It's an Ibanez Roadstar 2 series. It's like a 1985. Got it kind of refurbished. Put some new pickups in it. Got on the neck pickup. Got a Seymour Duncan P-rail. On the bridge, I've got the Seymour Duncan JB. Kept it pretty simple. Put the Gibson speed knobs. Got it done by a guy named Tom Abel with. He's a string theory guitar repairer. He also is the guitar tech over at Sam Ash over here in Rivergate. Got him to route out a couple holes because this used to just be a one knob, selector switch guitar. So we dropped a couple more knobs in there. Put some Grover tuners on the dude, so it's pretty solid now. Anyways, I'll let you take a listen to it. I left the P-rail split, so I don't use it the same. If you can't really see that, that's it's got a little bitty single coil right there, and a P90, and then of course the humbucker. So I left that split. So I never really liked humbucker on the neck, so I like the single coil sound. But anyway, so basically I can switch between just this, and I've got a push-pull on my tone that can swap between the P90 and the single coil, and then I can switch between both pickups, whether it's the P90 or single coil, and the humbucker, and then obviously just the bridge pickup. So we'll take you through a little bit here. I'll start with the single coil sound. Single coil on the neck, just classic kind of bluesy tone if you're doing like some solo stuff. Not a whole lot of rhythm stuff going on there unless you're doing some jazz. I think that's a good jazz thing. But basically the only difference between the single coil and the P90 to me is it's hotter. The P90 is hotter than the single coil, so you get a little bit of a volume boost and when you switch over. So I'll do a little bit on the single coil, and then I'll jump to the P90 in the middle of that, and you should hear kind of a little bit of volume boost. And so I'll let you take a look at that. So I'll do some kind of Stevie Ray-esque stuff here. So yeah, you get a little bit of that punchy sound you heard when I switched to the P90. It does bring a little more low in there, a little low end stuff. I guess when you wind a pickup a little hotter, it gets a little more MIDI sounding and a little bit more muddy sounding. But good stuff. The tone on it too, I can drop down. It's not so, it doesn't squash it real fast. I'll kind of strum it, take it down. See, most of the time when you take it down, I took it down from a 10 to about 7 there. And it's just very subtle, which I like. A lot of times on tone knobs, when you take it down a couple notches, it makes it muddy immediately. So it's really good if you're getting some, especially like right now in the way I've got my amp toned in. I've got a Stage 112 solid state donated by Justin Anderson, one of my good friends. Still in the hunt for my own amp here. Anyways, I like it because when I switch to my humbucker, and you'll hear that a little later, it gets a little. It can get a little twangy, and in a kind of a show scenario, if you don't want that much difference between your tone, and if you don't have like an EQ pedal to offset that, this is a good option, is having a tone knob that doesn't just squash it immediately. You can actually just roll a little bit of the highs off. But anyways, I'll kind of take it down a little bit more so you can hear it. Down to about 5, down to about 3, you start to hear it kind of getting a little more muddy. And then finally that real warm, this is down to between 3 and 1. You get that real warm, kind of jazzy thing. And that's a little muddy for jazz even. Take it back up to about 3. That's cool. And of course some chord and stuff. yeah, I like that. That's the P90. Kick it back to the single coil for a second, leave it kind of the same tone with the tone knob down. Okay, all right, and we'll drop you down to the middle. I'm staying with the, I'm going to take the tone back up. I'm staying with the, now I'm in both pickups. I'm staying on the single coil in the front with the humbucker. Nice little kind of a little trebly, which is good, a little bit more treble for kind of chording and stuff. You know, so that sounds pretty good. Kind of some funk stuff you can do there. And I think that's where you really get into some more, with this guitar, you kind of get into more some of the Stevie Ray sound, do some cool, like some Hendrix stuff too. But you know, right now with the solid state, I can't really get any overdrive on the clean channel at all. I can't make anything break up because there's nothing to break up. So anyway, so yeah, I'll riff around on this a little bit and let you check it out. And I'll take it to the P90. Blend. All right. Sorry I hadn't tuned it since yesterday, but that's good. Since yesterday. Alright. Alright, so I'm going down to the bridge pickup, and I'll do a little something on that one. This is obviously where you can get some more of your rock tones if you're distorted, and you can do some more kind of telly stuff. Or you know, country stuff. I'm not really a country player yet. I'm working on it. So this is the JB. Let me see if I can do some kind of country sound and stuff. I mean, just recording the country stuff. Sounds pretty good. You know, if you were doing some kind of slapping or kind of you know, that kind of not really country player. I'm working on it though. So that's kind of cool. And I'll throw it on some gain here. We'll see how that sounds. A lot of gain on that one. So yeah, I'll throw some rock riffs out here and a little bit of squealing and see what you think about this. This is the JB full on. Got all the gain all the way up. This thing has a little contour knob on it so I don't really know where it's at right now, and it's not turnable. So we'll see how that works. That and gets all that squealing kind of metal thing, and you know, some good riffs. Been working on some Queen lately, so I hit you with some Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm gonna take the gain down a little bit. Okay, there's some American rock stuff right there. All right, take it back to the middle. Here's more meat there, and I'm gonna drop the P90 on you. So yeah, this is kind of let me take a gain back up a little more, kind of mid-range riff stuff. Drop down to the neck, and this is I'm gonna take some. I don't really like this full-on gain; it's real like way muddy. So I'm gonna take it down kind of low. Down to the single coil, kind of soften up a little bit more. It's kind of more like I hear that some kind of soft, like not like it's more alternative rock sounding stuff, you know. That's my lame run through of all the tones, and real quick I did one that was 25 minutes, and that was really, I was able to get through a lot of that, but that was way too big to download, and my computer, I can't really get anything to download on my computer right now, so I can't really get any video editing software to kind of turn it into another file. So I did this on Photo Booth. Hope you love it. But anyways, just a little quick so my dad could hear it, but anybody else that wants to check out the pickups, I mean, they sound great. They're really awesome. I mean, this is just a solid state amp, and it really can't do a lot of things that tube amps can do. It can do some of the things well. I think it does clean pretty well. And in a band scenario, it's not really great because it doesn't really punch through the sound, especially when you're going distorted. You really just can't beat tube overdrive. But anyways, just want to give a shout out to Tom Abel again on this guitar. He did an excellent job. He's also doing something called Save the Tatas. He's doing a guitar for that. If you go to his website, I'll put a link. You can donate to that. It's really cool. It's for breast cancer awareness, and he's building a guitar to go to auction, so it'd be cool to support him on that. But anyways, I appreciate you checking it out, and I love you, Dad. Hope you like it. Hope you can hear it in person soon, and we'll talk to you later. All right.